girl be? Her eyes are open wide, and yet she's in a daydream that's better than real life. She knows a secret country where the grown-ups never go. Why, she's Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Curious friends and happy adventures too. Ooh, yes, she's Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Alice, wait for us, we'll come too.
Celia, what are those dreadful noises? You know that a well-brought-up young lady never shouts.
Yes, Mummy, I know, but there's a caterpillar here.
If there weren't any caterpillars, there wouldn't be any butterflies either.
What's the matter? You're the one who's trying to teach our daughter not to scream. Huh? Ah!
Come here. Dinah.
Alice, don't move. Get back into your room.
How can I get back into my room if I'm not allowed to move?
Ah!
I've got to get Dinah back somehow. She's jealous of Benny Bunny. Come, Dinah.
Alice, will you get down off that window immediately? No, I mean, don't move. Hold on to something. No, for heaven's sake, not the branches.
Which branches do you want me to hold on to?
Get back, stay away from the branches. Hold on, I'm coming. Don't be frightened, my child.
I'm not frightened, Daddy.
Stay right where you are, Alice.
Why is she always like this? It'll serve her jolly right if she falls. Dinah, here.
Alice, don't lean forward. Be careful, child.
Come.
The cat doesn't need help to get down from the tree.
She's going to fall.
Forget about the cat. Hold on to something.
I can't, Mummy. I must be nice to Dinah because she's jealous of Benny Bunny.
Alice, if you don't do as I say immediately, I'm going to take all your friends away from you.
Alice!
What's all the fuss about?
What's the matter, Mummy? Aren't you feeling very well?
Daddy, put me down.
Alice, do that once more, my girl, and I'm putting you over my knee.
Yes, Daddy, but I didn't mean to fall off the sill.
You know exactly what I mean, child.
Yes, Daddy. I only wanted to console Dinah. You see, Benny Bunny wouldn't let her go down the rabbit hole with us, but Wonderland really is no place for a cat.
Alice, don't stay out long. Remember, you have to bark.
Yes, Mummy.
Why'd you have to bath anyway? I can't stand water.
I don't mind a bath, but washing your hair.
Alice, what's she doing? Watch out! Don't let me fall! I can't swim! Alice!
Don't worry.
I am worried.
Get out of the way! The Queen of Hearts is expecting me! Gangway! I'm in such a hurry!
Look what he's done.
I'm sorry, but the Queen of Hearts is expecting me.
He thinks everybody must give way to the Queen of Hearts.
Yes. But unfortunately, the Queen of Hearts can be very unpleasant if she's kept waiting.
Yes, but look at my dress. Mother will be so cross. How am I going to explain
Alice,
it?
be careful how you hold me. I'm going to fall.
There.
Oh, my beloved Earth, you have your child Benny Bunny back again.
Oh, Benny Bunny, I wish you wouldn't exaggerate so all the time. The water only comes up to my ankles. I wonder what your uncle's doing at that sundial over there.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm going straight over to speak to him and tell him exactly what I think.
Oh dear, oh dear. I can't understand it. Am I too early or am I too late? Can't work it out.
I'm freezing. It'll be his fault if I catch a cold, and I'm jolly well going to tell him. Come, Benny. Don't be scared. Come.
Yes.
How distressing. What a great shame.
Yes, it is a shame.
Oh, dear. oh,
My
dear.
mother gave me a new white pinafore to put on today, and when she gave it to me, she said to me, "Now I want you to keep this clean." So what happens, do you suppose?
Terrible.
Yes, you're right.
Catastrophic. A disaster. I agree. Yes.
You can do the explaining.
Yes, I will.
I don't think he understood you, Alice. He's running in the wrong direction. You live over that way. I wonder where he's going.
That's just like him. He wants to avoid all responsibility. But if he thinks I'm going to let him get away with it, he's got another thing coming. No, this time he's going to face the music, or my name's not Alice.
Oh, I'm late. I must hurry. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, my safety whiskers. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
That's what I was afraid of.
The Queen of Hearts will never forgive me.
Careful.
I saw him run through the door at the end. Please wait for us. There's something I want to talk to you about.
In the first place, there's nothing to discuss. And secondly, I'm in a hurry. Is that clear?
We've been here before. I remember all these doors. One of them leads to Wonderland, but which one? I hope I haven't forgotten.
Why not forget the whole thing and go back home? You only get into trouble when you go to Wonderland.
Let's see. Last time I drank some tea and then I became tiny. Perhaps you always have to begin by drinking tea. Let's find out, shall we?
I don't know, Alice. I don't think we should be doing this.
If I listened to you all the time, Benny, my life would be very boring. Oh.
Eat me. Come on, eat me.
This time there's cake to eat. Oh, wonderful. I found the tea rather too bitter last time anyway. Here, Benny Bunny, you can have some too if you like.
No, I don't like cake, but can you see any carrots on the table?
It's very good. I'm sure you'd like it too. Try some.
I wouldn't dream of it. Out of the question. Whoa.
What's the matter? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Benny Bunny, are you all right? Is something scaring you?
Oh, Alice. Oh, Alice.
Look at the piece of cake. It's shrunk down to nothing. I'm sure I only took a very small bite out of it.
Nothing's happened to the cake, Alice. It's you. You've grown. You're as big as a giant.
All of a sudden, I'm feeling faint. Oh, you look like a fly down there. Oh, I'm still growing. Oh, what'll I do if I don't stop growing?
We'll rent you out as a lighthouse.
I don't have any time for your jokes now. Look how far away my feet are from my head. This is impossible. How am I going to pull my stockings on in future? What a state of affairs when you can't reach your own feet. I'll have to send my stockings by post and address the parcel from Alice to her feet. Oh, Benny.
Oh, please, Alice, stop crying. Your tears are so big that one could drown me. Alice, now stop crying. A big girl like you doesn't cry like that anymore. Alice, please, there's going to be a flood. Water's up to my knees already. Alice, dear Alice, please, I beg of you, have mercy. You know that I can't swim.
But I can't stop crying. I keep thinking all the time that I must look like Mabel now. And she's so tall and thin that all the children at school call her Bean Po. Where's Benny Bunny? He was here just a moment ago. Oh, goodness gracious, I hope he hasn't drowned.
Gracious, what on earth's going on here? Aha! I trust there's an explanation for this disturbance.
Yes, and it's you. If you hadn't pushed me into the pond in my garden, I wouldn't have followed you and I wouldn't be in this unfortunate situation now.
Let's be precise. You're not in an unfortunate situation. You're in a pool of water.
I know that. But won't you lend me your fan for a moment? It's so
Oh.
terribly hot in here. Now that I'm so big, I frighten everybody. Oh! 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 Oh, only I knew what has become of Benny Bunny. It'll be so terrible if the poor little fellow is drowned in my tears. He can't swim. Oh! 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 Oh, oh, it's only a great big mouse. A great big mouse. Oh! 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 Oh!
Answer this question immediately. Why do all girls scream when they see mice?
I don't know. And now that I think of it, I've never been frightened of mice. Perhaps it's because I've no need to be. We don't have any mice in our house. We've got a big cat.
Did you say cat? Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. That was very rude of me. For a moment, I completely forgot that, of course, mice and rats are frightened of cats.
Frightened is not exactly the correct expression, my dear child. It's not that I'm afraid of them, but cats are such nasty, low, vulgar things.
Ha ha!
It's just that he doesn't want to admit that he's terrified. Admit that he's terrified.
There's nothing wrong with being scared sometimes. I was also frightened this morning.
Do you by any chance happen to know who's responsible for this little inconvenience?
It was me, I'm afraid. I was very unhappy and I cried and I cried and I...
To go a-sailing. Oh, it's fun to be at sea. Watch the people at the railing.
Benny!
Sick as it can be. In your right hand there's a teapot. In your left hand there's a mouse. And you stuff him in the teapot and you tell him that's his house. And the cook is in her kitchen. She is
Oh, do be
baking over
quiet.
bread.
Stop.
She's in
Silence.
excellent condition.
Enough.
She's in
I
dough
can't
up
listen to
her
another word.
neck.
I can't even bear hearing the birds sing, and this is 10 times worse. It makes my claws itch. It's terrible.
Oh, Benny, you've no idea how happy I am to see you. I was so worried about you.
Is that right? And the whalefish came up blowing and they sprayed onto the deck and the barnacles were growing in the rigging of the wreck. Yodelay, 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 yodelay.
Doesn't improve matters.
Oh, you'll never come to sleep.
Benny? Benny, where are you? Oh, Benny! We're saved, Benny. The wave brought us to this wonderful island. Oh, here everything's covered in stripes.
Yes.
How strange. Well, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Come on.
Everything's covered in stripes. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
There's usually a simple explanation for something odd like this.
So far, so good, as the saying goes.
Careful.
Oh, this has only just been painted. It's wet.
The
paint is still wet. Whoever did this must still be around here somewhere, because as you know, paint dries quickly in this climate.
Right. So keep your eyes open, everyone, and let's see if we can find out who it is.
Who it is?
why has he covered everything with stripes?
Perhaps spots didn't occur to him. No imagination.
I say, look at me.
You shouldn't have gone off into the bushes. Now look what's happened to you.
I didn't go off into the bushes. This happened while I was standing right here.
He doesn't look bad at all. I think the stripes suit him quite well.
Yes, they do. And as a matter of fact, I think they suit you too.
Huh? Stripes? Paint? Oh.
This is astounding.
You two have also been striped.
Oh, whoever did this must be crazy.
Everything's becoming stranger and stranger.
Huh? Alice.
Calm yourself, Benny.
Someone's painting you with a big paintbrush.
Oh! He's not going to get away with this. Quick!
Yes.
Everything's striped here
Yes.
too.
It looks as if he painted the whole island with stripes. You think he's dangerous.
Everyone stop! A tiger! Hello there.
Ooh, no. It looks like a tomcat.
What makes you think I'm a tomcat? Can't you see my lovely stripes?
It sounds like a tomcat.
Can you please tell us why you're covering everything with stripes?
It's a long and sad story.
Don't bother to tell us then. I find long stories terribly boring.
So do I.
Please don't listen to them. I'd love to hear your story.
All right. Until a little while ago, I was just an ordinary tomcat. I belonged in the Queen of Hearts' kitchen, and I was very comfortable there. There was always lots to eat, and I could sleep beside the oven. And if I felt like it, I would catch a mouse.
Do you mind if we skip the sordid details?
And then one day, the Queen of Hearts spotted me. She took a liking to me, and she appointed me the Royal Castle Tomcat. Oh, what do you lot want from me this time?
I'll tell you what we want. Her Majesty the Queen of Hearts has instructed us to appoint you the Royal Tiger.
I am a cat, and a cat I remain.
You'll be what I want, and what I want is a tiger. Get some paint and paint him with stripes, then lock him up in the royal dungeons.
At your service, Your Majesty. It will be done right away.
But I don't want any stripes. Stripes don't suit me.
Tigers have stripes and so will you. So get on with the painting.
At your service, Your Majesty. At once, begin the painting.
Yes! I don't want stripes. And I don't want paint in my fur.
It doesn't matter what you want or don't want. Her Majesty's will is law. Fetch the paint! The tiger is ready, Your Majesty.
Roar.
I can only meow.
Roar is off with your head.
Roar.
You don't think that pathetic little noise is a roar, do you? Are you trying to make fun of me? Now do it again, and this time it must be loud.
Roar.
Put him in the dungeons until he roars.
At your service, Majesty. It will be done. Remove the tiger to the dungeons.
Yes, sir!
Hey!
Catch me that tiger and force him to practice until he can roar properly.
Halt in Her Majesty's name! Halt! Halt! In Her Majesty's name! Halt! Halt! Stop! Halt! In Her Majesty's name! Halt! Halt!
Since then, I've been living here on the island and covering everything in stripes.
Yes, but why?
Sooner or later, the Queen is going to discover my hiding place. But if everything is covered in stripes, she won't find me so easily.
But if a striped island turns up in the middle of her kingdom, she's going to think of you at once.
Oh, do you think so?
You couldn't have made it more obvious, I'm afraid. Anyone who sees this island is bound to report it to the Queen. I think you've made a mistake.
Well, then I'll have to wash them all off again.
And pull,
Oh.
and pull, and pull, and pull, and pull, pull, and pull, and pull, pull and pull. Wait until I get hold of you, whoever you are. If you think you can ruin the view from my bedroom window with those ugly stripes and get away with it, then you don't know the Queen of Hearts. Row faster!
It is the Queen of Hearts. You were right.
Come, we can hide behind those bushes and watch her from there.
Pump squad!
Ready, men?
Aye, sir.
Whoa!
She isn't looking for you at all.
Oh.
She's making them wash off all the stripes.
Oh.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
Oh, the royal tiger is there on the island. You will land and capture him and bring him back at once.
She spotted you and she's coming this way.
Alice! Child, what are you doing down there in the rain? Do you want to catch cold? Come in at once and get changed.
But it's only the royal water cannon, Mummy.
Child, you're dreaming again.
No, I'm not, Mummy. You should have seen me. I was covered in stripes.
The dodo is well known in Wonderland. Alice meets him and the Queen of Hearts on her very next visit. She discovers that the dodo is planning something special with the help of friends like the mouse, the lory, and other curious birds and beasts. They all follow the dodo's lead and join in a famous event known as the Caucus Race. What is the Caucus Race and who will win it? If you want to know the answers to these questions, be sure not to miss the next episode of Alice in Wonderland.
That girl be? Her eyes are open wide, and yet she's in a daydream that's better than real life.